Above the peaceful Hidden Leaf village, the sky suddenly cracks open. But this isn't a storm. It looks like a doorway to something that should never have existed. Below, a lonely boy sits on a swing, watching everyone else live their lives. He doesn't know it yet, but tonight, everything he knows is about to change. Then, something falls from the broken sky. A mysterious black notebook crashes into the puddle beside him. He opens it. The first page contains a terrifying rule. Write a person's name, and they will die. He doesn't believe it, so he decides to test it. He finds the name of a dangerous rogue and writes it down. Nothing happens. For a moment, he thinks it's just a sick joke. Then, the page begins to glow. Far beyond the village, the rogue suddenly grabs his chest and collapses. No wound, no warning, just dead. The boy's smile disappears. Slowly, he looks behind him. Two glowing red eyes appear in the darkness, followed by an enormous pale creature spreading black wings.
That night, Naruto opened the Deathnote again, but this time, something was watching. Below him, a rogue shinobi cornered an old shopkeeper. Nobody stepped in. Nobody dared to. Naruto watched, his hand tightened around the notebook. Then he wrote one name. Just one. Seconds later, the rogue froze. He grabbed his chest and collapsed. The old man was alive, but Naruto knew exactly why. He stared at the notebook, his hands shaking. It wasn't a trick, it was real, and he had just killed someone. He tried to tear the page out. It wouldn't rip. Then the name began to burn, and something behind him started laughing. Naruto slowly turned. A masked shinobi stood beneath the moon. Silver hair, one cold eye. You dropped something. Naruto froze. The masked shinobi was Kakashi. Below them, the rogue still lay motionless. Kakashi noticed Naruto's shaking hands and the black notebook he was trying to hide. But he had no proof. No chakra connecting Naruto to the death, so Kakashi let him leave. Naruto thought he was safe. He wasn't. By sunrise, Kakashi had compared the rogue's death with another unexplained collapse from the day before. Same cause. And Naruto had been near both victims, so Kakashi began following him. Naruto noticed. That night, terrified of being caught, he carried the notebook to an abandoned training ground to get rid of it. Kakashi followed. Masked ANBU surrounded the area. Naruto backed away. The notebook slipped from his hands, and Kakashi caught it. The moment he touched it, his eye widened, because now, Kakashi could see the creature standing behind Naruto. Kakashi finally saw what had been following Naruto. A pale creature, red eyes, a smile that never disappeared. He ordered the Anbu not to touch the notebook. Then they moved to seize Naruto. In the scramble, Naruto wrenched the notebook back out of Kakashi's grip. Naruto panicked. Every ANBU around him wore a mask, hidden faces, hidden names. Even holding the notebook, he couldn't use a name he didn't know. That was when the creature offered him its eyes. With them, Naruto could see every person's true name and how long they had left to live. But there was a price. Half of whatever life remained to him, and one more rule. The moment he accepted, his remaining life would bind itself to the notebook. As long as he lived, that bond could never be cut. Naruto barely heard the warning. The Anbu were 3 steps away. He accepted. Pain split behind his eyes. When they opened, true names hung glowing above every masked face in the courtyard. No time to process it. Blades were already moving. Naruto's hands snapped into a familiar seal. Shadow Clone Jutsu. 2 clones burst off his body and scattered in opposite directions. Steel cut through smoke and afterimage. By the time the ANBU realized which one was real, Naruto was already 3 rooftops gone, notebook clutched to his chest. Then he caught his own reflection in a window. His name hovered above it, and beneath his name, 30 days. Naruto reached the highest rooftop, Kakashi still closing the distance behind him. He stared at the 30-day countdown floating over his own reflection. Then the notebook began to shake. Black ink poured out of every name he'd ever written in it and rose into the sky. A crimson rift tore open above the village. Something descended from it, the chronicler. Now the truth came clear. Every death had fed the notebook, but it still needed a living connection to this world to act. Naruto had become that connection the moment he took the creature's eyes. His remaining life was the anchor holding the rift open. The chronicler raised his quill. Black ink began swallowing the rooftops below. Naruto turned the eyes on him. Nothing appeared. No name. No countdown. The notebook couldn't kill what it was anchored to. Then Naruto remembered the rule. As long as he lived, the bond could not be broken. And suddenly he understood. The chronicler wasn't the doorway into this world. Naruto was. If the notebook killed its own anchor, the connection would collapse and take the rift with it. Naruto opened the book to its final blank page. Kakashi saw what he was about to do and lunged for him. Too late. Naruto looked past him at the village disappearing under black ink. For the first time, he wasn't choosing someone else to die. He was choosing everyone else to live. He wrote his own true name. The last letter touched the page. His countdown hit 0. The rift screamed shut. The chronicler was dragged back into the dark, quill and all. The ink evaporated off every rooftop. The notebook burned to ash where it lay. Kakashi caught Naruto as he collapsed. By sunrise, the village stood untouched. The notebook was gone, and the last name it had ever taken was its own anchor's. The end.